What is up everyone, and we are back with another New World video. Today we're going to be talking about nearly endlessly farming corrupted breaches and how to get caches every single time. Some of you have been wondering why you're not getting those caches from those breaches, and the reason is you either have too many people farming because rewards are capped out, or you are not hitting the correct spots. But before I get into that, my name is Kzox and I created this channel in order to donate a portion of revenue gain to non-profit organizations that help out disabled veterans like myself, and by watching, you are contributing, so I thank each and every one of you. Corrupted breaches are extremely useful for boosting your expertise with Gemsum and good for farming those tuning orbs for Laz or Genesis to boost your expertise even more. So whatever your reason is for farming these portals, this video will help you get those caches every single time and do it nearly endlessly. First, you do need to know that these caches are capped out, so if you are running with 40 players or more, you might not get a reward. Then comes about competitiveness. I believe it's either the first X amount of players who hit the correct spots get the reward, or whoever does the most DPS at these specific spots. I cannot test this out because in a huge group it is very hard to do so. So if you do want to avoid missing caches, I would highly recommend running this with no more than 20 to 25 players. To trigger a cache to drop, you either need to use your Azot staff at the end to close the breach or hit the correct spots. The spots that you need to know is that for the monoliths, you gotta hit the carapace to get the reward. In most cases, just tagging this will help you because it dies instantly. For the major monoliths, it's the same exact thing, but tag the carapace if you are able to. On the grove where the tendril spawns, you need to damage the tendril to get credit. On the hive, you need to damage the veil or the walls. I also think that hitting the boss or killing it will help you out. If you don't get a chance to hit the first door, don't forget there are 2 more, so hit those veils before it's closed. And for the portal, all you have to do is participate and deal some damage. That is pretty much it. However, with a lot of players running, you want to boost your chances at hitting these spots, and the best weapon, in my opinion, is the fire staff. This is because flamethrower is the best skill for this form, and you can fast travel with burnout to tag those corrupted breaches even faster. Flamethrower at max range is only 6 meters, however it can hit through all the enemies, allowing you to hit those critical spots to trigger a cache to drop for you. Because sometimes enemies will be in your way, making it harder for you to hit that carapace or tendril or veil. On top of that, if you are lagging, it attacks fast enough that you can just do a sweep attack in an area to hit the target as well. Keep in mind you can also press X to sheath your weapon to walk through other people. So in a hive breach, sometimes the entrance is blocked with a lot of people and you can't get into it to hit that boss or veil. So press X will help you get through all your teammates in order to hit those spots. In crowded areas like this, sometimes you can't tell if you are using flamethrower or not. I like to look at my mana gauge to see if it's falling, and if it is, then you're using it. For the build, I pick up flamethrower all the way down to pyro dancer in order to have a 0 cooldown. This is absolutely essential for this build. Burnout is essential with heat up so you can fast travel quickly. Combat speed, let it burn, watch it burn, and pyromania are all good picks. Combat speed is important because it gives you a 10% haste when you cast flamethrower. This helps you keep your flame on an enemy that is walking away. We pick up all of these skills because we need to get reheat. After 4 seconds without casting a fire staff ability, get 400% more mana regeneration. This works when you are also actively using flamethrower. So if you use flamethrower for 4 seconds, reheats will activate, recovering mana, allowing you to use flamethrower more often and longer. This enables you to have no downtime with mana if you are using your abilities only when necessary. The rest is really up to you, but these are really the only 2 abilities that you need, including reheat. For armor, I highly recommend heavy armor and corrupted ward to reduce damage taken from corrupted enemies, and if possible, corrupted resistance as well. But one perk that helps a lot is accelerating flamethrower. Applying 3 stacks of burn damage onto a target with flamethrower grants up to 23% haste for 2 seconds. This combined with combat speed helps you keep your flamethrower on enemies. Extremely good and useful for corrupted breach farming. That is because there's going to be some cases where you believe your flamethrower will reach that tendril or carapace when you were just 1 meter short. Both of these breaches die nearly instantly, so having a little bit of speed so you can cover that distance so your flamethrower can hit it can really make a big difference. Then flamethrower can also shoot through enemies, allowing you to reach it when enemies are blocking your way. I also like to put carnelian gems to reduce my threat generation. This helps you stay longer in order to get more caches, but you need to know that these perks are not absolutely necessary, but they do help out a lot. I found a full set of corrupted ward heavy gear for under 500 coin total. Survivability is huge in corrupted breach farming because one death can really set you back if no one decides to revive you, and if no one does and you die, you're gonna have to respawn all the way back to the beginning. That's gonna really hurt your run. With the fire staff, if you do not have accelerated flamethrower on your armor, I would consider getting it on your fire staff because it helps a lot, as well as keen for the increased critical chance. Another notable perk is Keenly Fortify. On critical, gain 10% Fortify for 3 seconds. This helps you take big hits along with your skill Let It Burn that also gives you Fortify for 2 seconds when an enemy is burned. Other notable weapons are Ice Gauntlet for its AoE, Rapier for flesh in order to fly through your teammates and deal damage while doing so to hit those targets. Hammer and Great Axe are also good at AoE, and Life Staff is always welcome. When you do start this farm, the best place is either Ebon Scale Reach or Shatter Mountain on the East Outpost. I like to do Shatter Mountain first from the east, run through all the breaches, through Mirk, and hit all the west breaches. After that, your east breaches will respawn, allowing you to repeat the run where you can go and teleport to Ebon Scale Reach, do those breaches, and then teleport back to Shatter Mountain. Overall, you will get enough Azoth from closing breaches to teleport endlessly between Ebon Scale and Shatter Mountain. However, I would suggest putting your inn at Shattered Mountain to cut back at those Azoth costs. But if another party is running these corrupted breaches, it can really mess up your rotation, leading to a slower cycle. So to do this endlessly, start off at Shattered Mountain's East portal, and then do all those portals, run through Mirk if you choose so, do the West portals, and then teleport to Ebon Scale Reach from Lover's Shrine, and then do all of those and teleport back to Shattered Mountain. And that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you liked this video and it was informative. And if you did, please hit the like button and consider subscribing, as it greatly helps out my channel reach a greater audience and helps me donate even more to disabled veterans. Thank y'all for tuning in and listening, and until next time.